What is going on, guys? And this is finally that video for FL Studio 12.5. I definitely want to attack this from a constructive criticism part. I do not want to be malicious towards Image Line because I humbly respect those guys being developers and business owners. So, let's go ahead and do this. So we have FL Studio in front of us and it's 12.5, of course, proof of purchase or whatever. I'm just gonna go and show you the about here and show you that what the build is, and the build says 12.5. So yeah. Anywho, one of the main things that people are going googly shit over is the colors, and I'm press shift and click on it to select, I guess, all of these patterns right here, and we'll talk more about this new view. I'm gonna select random color. And, if I press random color, you see, you can recolor everything in the playlist here. They did add some pretty cool things as far as like a new plugin. Of course, the new plugin that they added is Free Delay 3, which I ain't gonna lie to you, that is dope as hell. They still have Delay 2, but they have Delay 3 here, and it's not vectoral yet. It looks very cool. I mean, I'm not gonna even knock it. Another thing that, I guess it tickled me and I really liked it was the FPC. The FPC, I feel like, it was a bit ugly as hell for years, and they made it vectoral. They reworked the UI on it and all that. What else did they do to it? They redid Harmor, and there's nothing I could say bad about Harmor. I think Harmor, I mean, when it comes to Image Line and them making some VSTs or native plugins, they're top tier. Believe it or not, a lot of people disrespect Image Line for what it's worth, or overlook them for their stuff here, and I have a demo version, so whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this today. But yeah, the Harmony. They said it's supposed to be vectoral, but it definitely doesn't stretch out, or unless if you have it in demo mode, it doesn't work or whatever. So the playlist in general has changed for the better, I presume, because they went more towards like a clip-based kind of production there. If you drag and drop the clip, as you can see, you can put it into different tracks. My humble opinion about this, it really doesn't help with the overall workflow of FL. And let me go ahead and just compliment FL one more time, because I almost forgot about this. If I was to go, and I'm just going to just save untitled, they did some very huge improvements here. And one of the biggest improvements to FL is the fact that they have now where they enable the master effects on each individual track as you print it out towards the split mixer, and that's always been an issue there. They still don't have it to where you can print out mono tracks when you split the mixer tracks once you are finished with your production and you're trying to take it to another level, or to Pro Tools or Ableton Live. Yeah, they have that option here, and that's very good, because I criticized them in another video for not having an option like that, and they obviously heard the public opinion about that. They still need to add mono, being able to have tracks when you split in the mixer tracks to be able to be output in mono. That is essential. It is. I still feel, again, with FL Studio, there's a underlying issue that they have with being overly redundant with multiple things. I understand that the allure with FL Studio is the fact that you can do one of many things more than one way. However, I just feel that the most optimized way should be the best way. Again, if this was, say that was at like that, and I would have to insert that into like the insert channel of the mixer or whatnot. If I had to, just select this channel and assign it. Like, I don't think that is necessary for you to do that. I think that patterns should just work just like clips or whatnot, because they are clips, honestly, and and be able to do one thing per pattern. I just feel that that's the most efficient way that you can have a workflow in FL Studio. That way you don't have to go and do things like for those that don't know, if you press Control Shift L while you're in this mode right here on the master, it will push and it will assign every channel that you have right here with the name of each individual thing, or the insert mixer for that rather. And that's good, but just might as well just use one pattern as like one track. I mean, it's better that way anyways, for you to be able to operate with that. It's just one less option that you would have to deal with assigning that, and one less thing that you would have to learn if there was a new guy. You dig? So that's one of the underlining things that I think FL Studio is. They go overboard with having so many different options, and it's like overwhelming for somebody new, or even some people that are been using this for years. Not for me, but you know, there are people out there. Another thing that definitely they addressed, but I just don't understand, like having like multiple windows open or whatnot for like a VST, and you know, you have more than different things. You see, I'm closing a gross beat, and I'm closing a reverb here, and I'm closing that, and I'm closing all this stuff, and you know, it's ridiculous. It shouldn't have everything open at one time, and it counts towards your CPU usage, and that's an issue that, you know, I can prove in another video, which I will. And you know, those are things that need to be fixed. I understand, you know, you have an overall option where you can close all the windows at once, so that you can do that. But instead of just having closing all the windows, why not just having that option? Why not just it be like that? It should just be like that, where you just open up clap, and it just be, you know, the clap, and if you go to the next one, it's just the hi-hat, you know. Like, you know, there's certain instances where it will just be like Nexus open, all that, and then that causes all these things that I know, and I do understand, guys, that you can go into macros and do smart disable all, switch smart disable for all plugins, but that only works for so long. Just it's still, at the end of the day, you know, having all those open and having to go and do that option, that just takes away from the overall smooth workflow that FL Studio has. And I want y'all guys to be as excited about that. And I know there are other options about it that, you know, you could just go into like your audio or settings, and well, not even that, into your general settings, and you can, you know, downscale the way that the artwork, you know, pulls up and all that. But then that knocks the one thing that most FL Studio users love about FL Studio 12 and above or whatnot, and that is the overall beautiful vectorial look of it. It just, I mean, that's contradicts the hard work that the developers did to program this to make this look beautiful. You dig? But, you know, those are certain things as far as optimization that should be looked into for the future. And, you know, most people might not feel that those are popular things that should be changed, but please believe it. If you go from pattern and just do one thing per pattern and move on to that pattern, and if you're doing this from the playlist at that, and, you know, you have your patterns available to you, and you just drag and drop whatever in there from, you know, pattern one, go to pattern one, pattern two, you know, the parameter locking or pattern locking, you know, it would be unnecessary. It would be another unnecessary option to have, because it would just be the overall way you to do. But anyways, you know, those are just things that I want to talk about FL Studio. I know everybody's not going to agree, but, you know, I didn't want to just bash FL for, you know, for not having that. You know, there's just things that I think should be a focal point of this DAW to make it a whole lot better. Hopefully y'all guys will understand that. So anyways, DJ F here, and you know, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I didn't want to go too far and go on. Just let me know what you would like to see different in FL, so that Image Line will see this video and they will definitely comment. Trust me, they always comment and tell me behind the scenes of how much they love me. Anyways, I'm DJ F. Have a good day.